Hey, Mr. Bitcoin, I see you. So I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you welcoming everybody to this call. And I see a lot of familiar names that's here from other things that we've done together. And I know, a lot of y'all was in some of the things that we was in together, you know. And one thing I want to say about this opportunity that you guys are getting ready to see, like Cecil said, open your eyes, open your ears, open your mind, open your heart, open your spirit, because you get ready to see something that I pray that will blow your mind like it blew our mind. Because before we found this program, or before it found us, I would say, my wife could tell you that I wasn't interested in doing nothing else. I was done. I said, I've gotten too many things. I've seen a lot of things. People still sending me things. Somebody looked at it, I said, nah, 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 no, no. But when this fell in my lap, and I got a call from Jerry Stewart, that I've been in other things with her in what have you. And she said, Luther, have you looked at what I sent you yet? And I said, no, Jerry, be honest with you. I'm not interested in doing nothing. No, I'm done. I'm just going to do what I do, work my job, get my Social Security, and, hey, try and invest some money here and there and see what happens. She said, Luther, take a look at this. She said, I'm up to $25 a day, residual income. Hear what I'm saying now? When she said residual income, my ear said, what? I said, okay, well, Jerry, I'll take a look at it. But I still wasn't motivated that much. But my wife said, baby, we need to look at this. So she looked at it first and came to me and said, Luther, I like this, honey. I like this. Take a look at it. When I looked at it, I said, oh my God. All right. See, so you got to take a look at this, bro. I think we done found something, you know. And ladies and gentlemen, I really believe in my heart of hearts, in my spirit, deep down inside me, that God has brought us a blessing and blessed us with something that can outdo anything we've ever been involved in. But don't take my word for it. I'm going to bring up the lady that is going to do our presentation for us, Ms. Bunmi Moore, and she is here to help us all. She helps us greatly in motivating us and training us. And I will tell you, this is the best training program I've ever seen in anything I've ever done. Anything. Okay. And I thank Boomy for the teachings and the leadership that she has for us. And she hasn't been in this program long herself. So I think she just got into it last October or November, what have you. But she is going after this thing and reaching the ranks and helping her team grow. And there's several team members on here that can verify what I'm saying. But not to be too long-winded, as my wife tells me, I can sometimes be long-winded or whatever. I'm gonna bring up Miss Bunmi Moore, our wonderful, gracious, magnificent leader, Miss Bunmi Moore. Take it away, Bunmi.
Hey, hey, hey. Thank you, Luther. I appreciate that wonderful introduction. I really do. And Cecil, love your energy, Bitcoin Cecil. Hey, guys, I'm going to get it started with what Luther just said. We done found something, y'all. We done found something. So do me a favor, guys. I need everybody to mute out your lines. Let's everybody mute themselves over so we can have a nice quiet call. If you can, go ahead and turn off your video so that we won't have any distractions. Turn off your video. And what I want you to do is over the next 35 minutes, really focus in to get this information. Because whether you were invited by Luther and Sharon, maybe you were invited by Cecil or Preston or Lori, their team tonight is launching off. And I always say that amateurs join businesses, but professionals launch them. So these awesome, powerful people have decided to plant their flag here with Trevorium to launch off their business. And tonight is the grand opening. And so if you're here at that grand opening, we thank you for for your support. But I promise you, this isn't about getting anything from you, but it's about getting everything to you. And you're going to be thanking Luther and Sharon and Lori and Cecil and Preston and Tony, because they're all launching here together tonight. You will be thanking them that you got this information. And so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Let me go ahead and share. All right. And we are going to jump right into it. But just like Luther told you his story. I'm going to tell you mine because I can identify with what he said of, you know what, I don't know about doing anything else. Now, I didn't feel that way because I love this home-based business industry. I haven't worked a job since 2004, guys. Fired my boss when I was a school teacher from Baltimore City. Been making a six-figure income since then and helping other people do the same. However, last October, I found myself in the cryptocurrency space selling what's called nodes, and that was sales. It felt like a job. I am psychologically unemployable. So honestly, it didn't feel good at all. And so I literally was in Dubai, prayed a prayer. It was at the end of October. I said, Lord, I need residual income, 20 or 25,000 a month, whether I get out of bed or not. Now I had that for many years, but had some business shifts, so wasn't experiencing at that moment that 20 to 25,000 a month. And I said, I need it back. And Lord, I know you know where the opportunity is that's for me. Well, ladies and gentlemen, God works fast. He hears us when we call. Within 48 hours, I was in my hotel lobby and a young lady was telling me how she had traveled to Dubai and stayed in a five-star accommodation for $1. How she had traveled to Cabo, Mexico and stayed for $9. How she was saving money on every way that she did life. And it really piqued my interest because I love traveling. But in the past, I either had to pay thousands and thousands of dollars or had to do a lot of work to win a trip. So I like what she was talking about. So she asked me, Bunmi, will you watch a video on the way home? Watch this video. You just got to see this. So I looked at the video on the way home, loved everything I heard. Basically, is what you're going to hear tonight. It just made sense. And the young lady doing the presentation, I had known of her for 20 years. I knew she was a solid entrepreneur. I just didn't know what she was doing. And she was from my hometown of Baltimore. So when I got home, y'all, I dropped my luggage. I ran upstairs. I said, I'm getting on YouTube and looking at this compensation plan. Ladies and gentlemen, that is what sealed the deal for me, this compensation. And let me tell you what it was. In past businesses, I've had to have thousands of people to make a six-figure residual income. When I looked at this compensation plan, I'm going to show you this chart tonight. I was like, this can't be real. Only 188 on the left team and 188 on the right team. I don't have to get all those people myself, and I will be at a six-figure income with just a small team of 376 people. Are you serious? Yes, that is it, guys. For me, that sealed the deal and I got started. So last November was my very first month. So I'm going to go over these slides so you can see some of what I saw that made me say, ooh, I need this in my life. This is it. So introducing Travorium. Think travel, think Emporium, put it together, and you have Travorium. Now, this company is a 13-year-old company, but chances are you probably still have not heard of it. And I love that. You know what I love? I love the stability. Why? Because as Cecil and Luther were sharing earlier, a lot of people have done things where the company ran away with the money. You know, it just imploded in the first couple of years, and ain't nobody got time for that, y'all. I'm 53. You guys may be around that age or even older, and we are at the point in our lives where when we put our efforts out, don't we want it to compound and be there for us? Don't you want to leave an inheritance to your children's children, but not just that legacy? What about now? What about in our retirement years, in our now years? We want what we've always aspired to: big money, time freedom, residual income, that great feeling of making an impact on the lives of others. So, we're here to tell you tonight, this couple that you see on the screen, David and Adela Hart, y'all, they have put together something masterful. I'm so thankful that God answered my prayers with this. Let me tell you guys, company solid, 13 years old, going into its 14th year. So it's stable and it's in over 60 countries, almost, I think, about 70 countries now. So we've got a global business. We have home offices on 3 different continents. The company is debt free. And for the entire time it's been in business, over 13 years, do you know this company has never, ever, not one time missed a check? So, all the commissions paid on time every time. You know what that does, guys? For me, that validated everything because when I go to work, I go to work. I put my head down and I want to know this is something that when I put my efforts out, I'm going to keep getting paid over and over again. And that's the power of residual income. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't have a solid stream of residual income in your life, you're going to keep exchanging your time for dollars. And there's nothing more precious than our time. And you want to get to the point where one day you stop working, right? Don't you want to stop working, but your money keeps coming? That's what we want. And gone are the days of what we used to could do in America. You know how people used to do. They worked for a company for 40 years, got a pension, and went, into the sunset and got paid that pension. I mean, that went out the door probably with the last generation. So we can't be dependent on these jobs. Guys, we need multiple streams of income. But you can't just do the pie in the sky thing. Oh, I can get such and such percentage a day. Those things don't work. We got to come back to reality. We got to come back to what's sure, what pays us. Real companies with real products of value that make a difference in people's lives. And so Warren Buffett said this. He said, if you don't find a way to make money while you are sleeping, you're going to work until you die. Now, I don't know about you all, but I don't like the sound of that. I always aspire to getting to the place where I put my efforts out, and now whether I get out of bed or not, I'm still getting paid. The power of residual. If you don't have residual income, guys, you need to bust down a brick wall to get it. And tonight, we're serving it to you on a silver platter. I'm telling you, this is so good. So, now let me tell you about this industry that we're in. This industry is huge. It's the largest industry in the world. It's an industry that is expanding, not shrinking. It is the $10 trillion tourism industry. And in the next 9 years, guys, it's going to be a $16 trillion industry. Almost everybody in the world, guess what they want to do? They want to travel the world. But I need you to hear me out clearly. This is so much more than travel. Don't put Luther and Sharon and Cecil into a travel box, y'all, because y'all going to see tonight, hey, we do travel different. We do help you to travel more, travel better, and travel for less. But while saving on every way that you do life. In fact, we got people joining every day who don't travel, who don't want to travel, who don't like traveling, but it's something about the value here. It's something about the savings here. It's something about the putting money back into their pockets from the bills that they're already spending. That whether they travel or not, they say, ooh, I like this. Thank you for bringing this to me. So, this is the business of dreams. This is easy to explain, it's fun to do. Now, personally, I love traveling. I love just getting out and seeing God's creation, seeing and traveling to the beaches of the world. And I love the fact that I don't have to do like I used to have to do in network marketing, put out all this effort and build a huge team in order to win a trip. Y'all, you're going to see how in the next 12 months, you'll get to go to 3 bucket list vacation destinations just about for free. If not for free, for pennies on the dollar. But I want you guys to do me a favor. I want to make sure you're paying attention. In the chat, I want you to type lifestyle. Do me a favor. I'm going to look and make sure y'all are listening. Type lifestyle in the chat because this is not just a travel membership. This is lifestyle. And what is lifestyle? Any way that you do life, this membership is going to help you to save money. And so, what we do is we make money showing others how to make money by helping people to save on travel and any way that they do life. We got people saving on their cell phone bill, on their car insurance, on their renter's insurance, on their homeowner's insurance, on appliances, on dining and shopping and entertainment, concert tickets, comedy tickets. I've saved on on tires. I've
Yeah.
saved on movies. I saved on even cologne and perfume, y'all. I know you're saying what, but I thought
You,
remember, guys, I'm telling you, it's so much more than travel. So I'm gonna see if y'all followed instructions and put lifestyle here in the chat. I used to be a school teacher. I got to make sure y'all are following instructions. And let me check this chat. Let me check this chat and see. All right, everybody should say lifestyle. I see you. Tracy says lifestyle. Gregory says lifestyle. All right, Luther, Crypto Eddie. Hey, Crypto Eddie. What's up, Kimberly Davis? Hey, Bobby. Hey, Cheryl. All right, y'all got it. Okay, lifestyle. This is a lifestyle membership that puts money back into your pocket. So, what are Trevorium's benefits? Because that's what I wanted to know when I got in this. I'm like, okay, this is cool, but like, how is this saving me money? What are the real benefits? Well, every single month, you're going to receive what's called travel points. Sometimes we call them travel dollars. And as a platinum member, which is what everybody on our team is, it's what you're going to be. As a platinum member, these travel points are going to allow you to travel to some beautiful places, approximately taking 2 vacations every year. One beautiful vacation every 6 to 8 months. Now, I want you all to put in the chat what are some places that you want to go that you haven't gone to yet, or maybe you've gone to that you want to go back to. Some bucket list vacation destinations. Maybe you didn't have the money in the past, so you couldn't go. Maybe you didn't have the time. Maybe you were like, oh, I can never afford that, next lifetime. Put it in the chat where you want to go. For me, I definitely want to go to Egypt and see the pyramids. I definitely want to go to Maldives and stay in one of the overwater bungalows. I definitely want to take a Mediterranean cruise. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to do that. All right, Tracy says Venus. Cecil says Paris. All right, Kimberly and I are going to Egypt together. Oh, I definitely want to go to Fiji too. We got Africa, Uganda, Thailand, Bali. Awesome. Okay, y'all. Y'all on my street because you got to have some types of dream. You got to have something that you aspire to in life. And for me, it's truly designing my own dream life. And I want you guys to know here that's what we're about here on our team. The team that we're a part of is called the BIT Group, BIT, and that stands for Billionaires in Training. So the person who invited you here tonight, they're not just here telling you about Trevorium. Oh no, they're not just going to sign you up and let you go. As Luther and Cecil said, our team, the team is the theme. We have a slogan that says no rep left behind. And we are on a mission to help 500 families to live a life that they never want to take a vacation from. Again, to design your own dream life. What does that look like to you? My dream life probably looks different than your dream life. Is it spending more time with family? Is it taking a trip every 3 months? Is it just doing staycations near home? Is it never having to worry about money because you get the money problem out of the way? Is it paying your house off early? You got to figure out what it is. But I promise you, this company can help to get you there. So you're getting these travel points every single month. And you use those to buy down the travel to pennies on the dollar. I'm going to show you how in a minute. And listen, guys, if this was about us being a travel agent, I would not be doing it. This has nothing to do with you being a travel agent. Don't get it twisted. But you can book at below travel agent rates. There are some companies out there in the travel space and they work like travel agents. And a lot of them are joining us because they're like, man, that's a lot looking up vacations for people and then doing all that work. And then they still don't take the trip. So we don't get paid, or we get paid 30 days after they take the trip. They're like, I like Trevorium's model better. So they add it in. So you'll be able to get for yourself below travel agent rates. And if you're on my street, y'all, this last thing right here, this business opportunity for me, remember, that's what I prayed for. making money 24/7 from anywhere in the world. And we're talking about residual income. It keeps coming and coming and coming. So you're going to have 6 different travel sites. I'm going to go over how the travel sites work. So let's talk about hotels first because, sometimes we want to take a quick trip and stay in a hotel. Now, my favorite way is condos, but let me tell you about the hotels because this is going to make a big difference. Now, probably now, guys, like most people, you're doing the Expedia, Orbitz, or Booking.com thing. You probably don't know that there are only 2 companies. Listen to me closely. Hey, what's up, Linwood? There are only 2 companies that own all of these third party sites. So you go on all these sites, different sites, and trying to compare, and they're just laughing at you because you think it's different companies. There's only 2 companies that own all of these sites. And guess what happens? You're like, oh, it's Expedia. So it must be a good deal. So look here, Churchill Suites, Monte Carlo, Miami Beach. Fabulous property, right? 9 nights. Expedia is $4,400. You book it, you're happy. But if only you had gone in your Trevorium back office, guys, it would have been only $2,300, saving you over $2,000. Let's look at another example. And the person who invited you here tonight, guess what they can do? They can show you these real live examples, guys, going into Expedia, comparing it right then and there to our travel site, Expedia for Las Vegas. 293 a night for Harrah's Hotel and Casino. Not bad. But guess what? Why pay 293 if you could just pay $15.43 for the same property, guys? Look at that. A penny saved is a penny what? A penny earned. We're spending all this money when we don't have to. And so people are saying, well, wait a minute. How is Trevorium getting a better rate than Expedia? Guess what the answer is to that? We don't get a better rate. We get the same rate. In this example, Expedia gets that same $1,900. It's just that we give it to you wholesale and don't mark it up. All of the third party retailers, they mark up the wholesale price. As simple as that. Why do they mark it up? Because they're spending $8 million for one commercial for the Super Bowl so that you can have them on top of mind awareness and go to the internet and book through Expedia, Orbitz, Priceline, or whomever, and think that you're getting the best rate when you are really not. Trevorium gets the wholesale rate. They mark it up because they have to recoup their advertising dollars. So you get those below travel agent rates on hotels. But let's talk about a way that I know you all really love to travel. Anybody here like to stay in condos? Like you want to walk in the door and say, space. Oh, I got my full kitchen, the full refrigerator, the washer and dryer, the living room, the dining room, the jacuzzi tub. This is just so beautiful. Well, let me tell you another Trevorium secret. You're going to be able to stay in timeshare properties without owning a timeshare. Anybody out here ever bought a timeshare? Go like this, wave your hand. Anybody besides me? Tell the truth and shame the devil. We know now never to do that, right? Contracts, blackout dates, maintenance fees that keep going up. Like, don't do the timeshare thing. Guess what happens? A lot of people never ever use their timeshare weeks. And so Trevorium buys those weeks for 10 cents on the dollar. Guess who gets the benefit from that? You do, Tony T. You do, Linwood. You do, Kimberly. So now when you can stay at a timeshare at over 2,000 different resorts, not having any blackout dates, over 300,000 different weeks to choose from. But look at this price. So you're going to have something called a Dreamcation platform. And when you say, okay, I want to take my honey somewhere nice, I want to stay for a week. one, two, or three bedroom. Let's go to the Canary Islands, Spain. So you know that the in Hawaii, we have the islands that are in the Pacific Ocean. So the Canary Islands are the islands near Spain that are in the Atlantic Ocean. So you're going to go here for 7 nights. Retailer will be $8.99. Really great price, but look at that Trevorium rate, y'all. $1 a night, $1 per night. Are you kidding me? $7 plus a little tax for the whole entire stay. What about Cabo San Lucas, Mexico? 7 nights, one bedroom suite, $149. Oh, is that per person? No. It's for as many people as you want to get in there. Now, when you are going to Orlando, you got to take the grandkids to see Mickey, right? Got to do that. I'm a grandma of 7. I got one more on the way, soon to be grandma of 8. So I'm probably going to need a 3 bedroom when I take all of mine. But look at this. 7 nights, 2 bedroom suite to see Mickey, $142. Guys, are you getting this? Like, I know you're probably saying this is too good to be true. But it's not, because this is what it is. We are already using this. It isn't anything like, oh, that we think that the company has as pie in the sky. No, we this is what we do now. I've been here with the company now 9 months. We've got people who have been on these world tours, been on the getaways, saved on the hotels. Y'all, this is real. This is sweet. It's going to help you to travel more, travel better, and travel for less, but also while saving on every way you do life. Now, so that's the getaways, okay? If you're taking notes, write down getaways, write down. You'll get to stay at timeshare resorts without being an owner. But this is, I think, my favorite way of traveling here, which is called World Tours. So you all were putting all those places that you wanted to go in the chat. I'm here to tell you, you're going to go there and a whole bunch of other places too. So just ask your husband tonight, ask your wife tonight, honey, where in the world do you want to go? You know what? Because we're going to do it. We're going to stop putting it off. We're going to stop thinking that we got to save up for years to take this fabulous vacation. We have discovered a way to make daily pay in this $10 trillion travel, tourism, and lifestyle industry. And now we get to stay at 5-star resorts for 2-star prices. We get below travel agent rates, and we get to save on every way that we do life. That's your new story. And so look at here at these world tours. So let me tell you about these world tours. So this is what is called a curated trip. You're going to go in your Trevorian back office, and it's going to be sectioned off by months. And you're going to look and it'll say, oh, okay, in November, it's Montego Bay, it's Thailand, it's Bali, it's Kazakhstan. Oh, in December, we can choose from Dubai, we can choose from Greece, we can choose Las Vegas. So it's over 150 beautiful places to travel to. These are curated trips. It's like a travel agent put it together. Most of them are at least half board, meaning breakfast and dinner is included in the price, but often you'll see all inclusive as well. When I went on my first world tour with Trevorium, it was all inclusive to the DR. That means breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Didn't have to pay for anything. And all the drinks, guys, just $549 for 2 people. For 2 people. So look here, Venice, Italy. 5 days, breakfast included, glass factory tour included, just $249. I have a friend who just came back from Dubai a couple weeks ago. His Dubai trip was $1 for 2 people. I'm
Hmm?
gonna slow this down because I know you're like, wait a minute, $1 in Dubai, 5-star, 2 people. Come on, Trevorium, are you serious, guys? We are serious. I'm telling you, this is different than anything you've ever seen out there. And then what people do is this. Remember, we said it's so much more than travel. When people get to these places, then they go into their back office under activities, and you can save so much money on the activities instead of purchasing it from the cruise and paying retail, or going up to the concierge desk at the 5-star resort and paying retail. Just go in your back office. You're going to save hundreds of dollars. Look at this. Montego Bay, 5-star resort, all inclusive, $579. Now, you would be excited if that was for two people. Excuse me, if that was for one person, but it's for two people. And if you have a big family, some of these world tours, they will even say, oh, okay, well, here's the price. You can bring an extra child, extra children, or if you want an extra adult, this is what it is. All I know, guys, whether it is Las Vegas for a resort world, guys, new property, $19 for the entire stay. Hawaii, $4.99 for the entire stay. New York, $3.99 for the entire stay. Breakfast included. Your wife is going to love you. Y'all know sometimes men really don't care about the place that they stay like women do. But guys, let me tell you, if you want some brownie points, like make sure you're doing 5-star with your wife. She wants luxury. She wants opulence. And no, you can do a 3-star. Maybe you're fine with the Holiday Inn. Ain't no woman got time for that, right? We want the best of the best. And I know some men on here say, wait a minute, I'm 5-star. Okay. So this is the new thing that we say. We live a 5-star life at a 2-star price. That's your new mantra. A 5-star life at a 2-star price. We deserve it. And now it's being served to you on a silver platter. All right. So you've got below travel agent rates in this membership. You got 5-star resorts at 2-star prices. You've got your condo stays. You've got your curated world tours. Boomy, how much is this going to cost? I know timeshares are tens of thousands of dollars, so I know you're going to be talking about at least 5,000. No way, guys. Look at this. We've got 3 memberships. This is all about value. Do me a favor, type the word value in the chat because I want you all to remember that word. It's so important. Type value in the chat. I'm going to look and see if y'all typing value. And this is really important because you got to understand value is about what am I getting in exchange for the dollars that I'm putting out? And we always want to make sure that we're getting a whole lot more in use value than what we're putting out in monetary value. So if you look at this, guys, it's just so plain and easy to see when you're talking about a one-time $269 for the platinum membership. You're talking $135 a month, and we're going to show you how you don't even have to pay that. And you get savings on every way that you do life almost for just a small $370 if you decide to do the business. Now I'm going to show you how this breaks down, okay? So there are 3 memberships. You don't want silver because it doesn't come with travel points. And your travel points, that $270 a month, that's what you use to buy down the travel to those unbelievable rates. So every month you're going to get 270 travel points. So as soon as you start, you sign up with Luther tonight, bam, 270s in your account. Next month, another 270, so you're at 540. Next month, you got another, so I think you're at 8 something. So it just keeps compounding, right? Now, titanium is the mid-level. You don't want titanium? Everybody on our team is platinum. Titanium is okay, but platinum is where it's the reason why everybody chooses platinum. And it's because you get the most savings and you get to make the most money. So platinum is where we all are. Most people who, once in a while, there has been a person that signed up for titanium, and within days, they're like, I made a mistake. I need to upgrade. Well, there is no upgrade. It's just paying that whole 269. So don't make a mistake and sign up to titanium. You want to be platinum. So let me tell you how you never have to pay that 135. Now, you're going to hear some testimonies and you're going to hear people saying, "Oh, I saved $100 a month on my car insurance. I'm saving $50 a month on my cell phone bill. I'm saving $1,000 a year on this, on that. I saved $240 on my dishwasher." So because a penny saved is a penny earned, if now you're saving on the things that you were already spending money on, now you're saving more, guess what? So that's more money into your household than you used to be spending. That's one way to get more money into your pocket. But then if you look here on the screen, those of you in business, remember this. Get 3 and yours is free. No, I'm really not, because it's really not free. So let me say it the right way. 3 to profitability. So I never ever paid this 135. Why? Because as soon as I heard about this, I'm like, this is great. This is amazing. It's what I prayed for. Oh my goodness. It checks all the boxes.
Boomy, we can't hear you. You froze. I don't know if you can hear me, Boomy.
Hold on. My computer fell and I went out. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
hear you
can.
now. Okay.
All right. Let me put my screen back up. Is my screen still showing?
It says immersive reader. It's not the
Okay. I
same
got to
screen. You're going
put
to a
it
different
back up.
screen.
Yes, I click on the presentation.
All right. Let me stop sharing and start again. I think I got a little excited, y'all, and hit this computer when I wasn't supposed to. Okay.
Yeah, I got excited too. I hit it on this end.
All right, let me share the screen again. Let's see. All right, go to share. Here we go. All right, there we go. So as soon as I signed up, I started thinking about, well, who do I know that likes to travel? Who do I know that likes to save money? So my son has been like to 16 different countries, saving all kinds of money to have to go, right? And so he and his girlfriend, they got a membership. My daughter was getting married, so her and her fiance at the time, husband now, they got a membership. Then my life partner got a membership, friends got a membership, my mom, who didn't want to just be dependent on Social Security and wanted to travel with me, she got a membership. So I just started sharing this with people, and they were like, "Oh, this just makes sense. It's so much value. Oh, this is so good." So I never paid that 135 off of my credit card or debit card, whatever you use, because I immediately signed up 3 people once I joined. And what happens is once you sign up 3 people, not only are you going to get $50 for each person that you refer, but it opens up something wonderful called daily pay. Now, type daily pay in the chat for me because daily pay keeps poverty away. I want y'all to know daily pay is so sweet. And we say daily, we don't mean 5 days a week, we mean 7 days a week. So let's get to this compensation plan, and then you're going to hear some testimonies. Guys, here's the deal. I know that we've got people on here who have been in business before, and we all have been through business disappointments. But guess what? There's a seed that's planted in you despite some disappointments where you know what? You deserve big money. You deserve time freedom. You deserve to live your best life, and you know the possibilities that is possible. Guys, you just need the right vehicle. I want y'all to dream again. There's a reason you are on here tonight. You've got a phenomenal opportunity with an amazing team. The business is only $99 a year. That's it. It's a tax deduction. So you add to the 269, you add 99, and now just like Luther and Sharon and Preston and Lori and Cecil, you're in for just $369.95, y'all. That's it. You don't have to mortgage your house. You don't have to go into your savings like traditional business. This isn't, put $1,000 in and you'll get such and such back, and that never ever happens. This is a real company with a real substantive product of value. As soon as you join, you're going to get a free incentive trip where just for joining, all you got to do is pay the taxes and the fees, and you'll get to go to a beautiful place. You just pick where it is. You're going to get those 270 travel points as soon as you join. And guys, I'm telling you, you're going to get some of the world's best training to show you how to monetize this compensation plan. So the company has $2 million earners already. Okay. Todd Strand made 1.3 million last year. Igor and Larissa, after just 2.5 years, they're at $1 million a year. The company has 4 families at $500,000 a year. We've got hundreds of people at 6-figure incomes. There are thousands of people making hundreds of dollars and thousands of dollars a month. Guys, and these people never miss a day of getting paid. Now, 3 people referred opens up this daily pay. 7 days a week, $4.45 is going to be coming into your account. Now you may say, well, 445, like, oh, that's no money. Guess what it does? It pays for your membership. Now your membership doesn't have to come off of your card, and now you're traveling the world for free. Why? 135 times 12 is $1,620. We've got people on the team like Mo who already in the last few months has saved $3,000 because of the lifestyle membership. So he's already saved more than what the membership costs. That's what we do on our team. This isn't about anybody spending more money. This is about everybody spending less money. That's why let's say if Cecil referred you here tonight, you get started. People are going to love this because it's about what we need in this economy. Savings, 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 but still having the vision to know that we can upgrade our lifestyle without breaking the bank. You and your family can travel to the beaches around the world and stay at the top of the line properties for 2-star prices and nearly for free because your savings is going to take care of that. The people that you refer, you're going to get enough money to take care of it. It's a win-win all the way around. But guess what? You don't just stop at the 3. Because guess what's going to happen? Here's how it works. So you go to a beautiful location, right? And what are you going to do? You're going to hold up your camera and you're going to say, oh my gosh, guys, look at this room. Look at this kitchen. Look at the balcony overlooking the water. Look at this jacuzzi tub. Look at this beautiful, beautiful living room and dining room, all this space. And you're going to put it on social media most likely. Did you know travel is the most posted about thing on social media? And people are going to say, hey, how are you like living life large like this now? How are you going to all these beautiful places? How are you doing this and doing that and staying at these nice top of the line accommodations? And guess what, folks? You're going to say, I thought you never asked. It's easy as that to get your 3 people. And that's just one way that we do it. And now those 3 that you referred, they're going to do the same thing. They're going to find 3 people who want to save money, which is everybody. They're going to find people who want to travel, which is a lot of people around the world. And so before you know it, you're going to look just like me. I looked just a few weeks after referring my 3, I became a 1-star director. 8 platinum memberships on my left team, 8 platinum memberships on my right team, now making $10 a day. Y'all, I was excited. This is residual, 7 days a week. And this is like the base. There's still other coding bonuses in here. $10 a day, an extra $8,000 a year. Like, go ahead and ask your boss for $8,000 raise and see what he says, right? So you're not going to stay here though. Why? Because those people are going to tell other people. People are going to be sharing their testimony. Next thing you know, with 25 memberships on the left team, 25 memberships on the right team, you're not getting all those people. Guess what? $25 a day. That's where my 80-year young mother is, $25 a day. And she's earned this beautiful Super Bowl ring that you'll get to earn at 2-star. And she gets up to, well, every month she gets a $750 lifestyle bonus. For those of you who have been in this industry, one of the things that Trevorium does purposefully is to reward you heavily early in the compensation plan. Most companies give you a 6-figure ring. Here's the one I have from another company, had to make $100,000 for this. Here, you get it early on right there at 2-star. $750 a month, not one time, every month, just bring in one person, you get that bonus. So early in the comp plan, they've made it so you get rewards and feel appreciated. And you're like, oh man, this is awesome. This is worth it. But guess what's going to happen? You're not going to want to stay there. You're going to share with people. Other people are going to keep sharing with people. Before you know it, bam, just like me, 3-star director. That's $70 every day. But it's rare that I have a $70 only day. Why? because my team is sharing it with other people. Now you get coding bonuses. Those of you who are familiar with network marketing, think about J. Paul Getty. He said, I would rather have 1% of the efforts of 100 people rather than 100% of my own effort. Guys, that's the life. That's like how wealthy people get wealthy. It's not doing the job thing, just I work 4 hours, I get paid for 4 hours, I work for 8 hours, I get paid for 8 hours. No, that's not what you want to do. You want to be able to make money while you are sleeping. You want to leverage OPE, other people's efforts, OPE, other people's time. This model helps you to do that while taking nothing away from those people, giving them everything, but allowing you the beautiful word called leverage. It's so sweet. This is how you're going to be able to go through these ranks and finally make more money in network marketing than you've ever made before. This is how you're going to design that dream life. But you're not going to stop at 3-star because people tell people the same way you go to a good restaurant and you tell somebody. You go and see a good movie. What do? It's just natural. You tell someone. You've made these companies, these restaurants, the movies, millions of dollars on your word of mouth referral, but they never paid you. So you said, oh, I'm not selling. Guys, this is called incentivized sharing. 4-star director, minimum $100, 7 days a week. But guess what? It's not going to stop there. I'm going to stop here at this coveted position of ambassador. This is where I looked and saw 188 on the left team, 188 on the right team. You are at a 6-figure income, guys. Nowhere. And I'm telling you, I can say this with conviction. I don't know of any company, and people bring me stuff daily, where with a real bona fide product that adds value to people's life at just a small $300 some price point, where with just a small team of 376, you're going to make 5 figures a month. It don't exist. I haven't seen it. Guys, and look, when I looked at this chart, I went up and I looked at 2-star. I'm like, wow, most people in network marketing, they never make $1,000 a month. The average family wouldn't have to file bankruptcy if they just had an extra $300 to $500 a month. 8 and 8, small team of 16, $500 a month, pay your car payment. 25 and 25, and Luther putting people in, Sharon putting people in, Cecil putting people in. Guess what that's going to do? Those people have the potential to spill under you and count for the people in your legs. That's why you need to hurry up and get positioned. This isn't about you doing all the work. It's a team effort. And I promise you, if you wait a couple of weeks, people that could have been on your team, that could have been helping you to make money, pushing you up to the ranks, through the ranks, you would have missed it. If you snooze, you lose, guys, because positioning is important here. Because the people above you who are working, I'm telling you, they're going to bring people in, and it has the potential to spill under you. This is a binary. Just 2 legs, a left team and a right team. And that's it. And so as we put people on our left and on our right, this is what happens. But as an ambassador, and that's what everybody's inspiring to. Men, we're not leaving you out, but the CEO's wife, Adela, just started a powerful women's movement. And women, she's like, women, come on, let's band together. You deserve to be millionaires. You deserve to get the money problem out of the way. You deserve to get the stress off of your husband. You deserve to be able to stay home and have this money coming in. We're going to treat you so wonderful in this company. $140 a day you're going to wake up to minimal. But we're going to take you on 2 extra vacations where we're going to pay for the flight. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention we have a flight portal too. Nobody can say they have wholesale rates on flights, but compare and we got some good deals. What's going to happen is they'll pay for the flight for you and your spouse. One of those trips, they're going to take you on a Louis Vuitton experience. They're about to go to Thailand and take all the ambassadors. They're going to shut down the Louis Vuitton store. They're going to give the ambassadors a shopping cart with over $2,000 on it, a personal shopper, and say, hey, go do your thing. you have helped this company to spread the word, to empower people's lives, to help them to save, to help them to upgrade their life without breaking the bank. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome to your ambassadorship. And you get to go every year that you are an ambassador, guys. Look at that. A small team of 376. We're helping you. We're showing you. We're teaching you six-figure income. And so the daily pay it starts at $445 a day. It goes all the way up to $3,200. There's a reason why over 25,000 people got memberships last year. And while they're expecting over 60,000 new memberships in the next 12 months from people all over the world. The bottom line is you may have some problems, but money does not have to be one of them. This team you're going to be a part of, the BIT group, we take a personal interest in your success. Man, I'm so excited, y'all. I can't stand it. We're going to do exploits with this company, already moving and shaking, making a name for ourselves. And I want to see if let me see if I can get some money savings. Daytree, are you out there with us? Can you tell the guests real quick, how has this membership saved you money and put more value back into your family's pockets?
Good evening, everyone. Hey, Bunmi.
Hey, Daytria.
Hello.
Thank you for sharing. Go ahead.
Hello, everyone. So this has been a powerful presentation, and I've enjoyed listening to everything. And thank you for allowing me to share. So this lifestyle membership has been life-changing for me. I just joined as a lifestyle member in January, and immediately I started saving on trips with my family in February and then March, and then I went on a world tour in May, got a chance to meet you in person and a lot of our other BIT team family members. And then just recently, me and my husband, we were able to save on our auto insurance. So we were currently paying with State Farm $597, and then we got a quote for $143.33. So that's allowing us to save over $5,000, not just monthly, but over $5,000 a year. So that can put money back into our pockets. So this membership is allowing us to cut our bills in half. And also I was given a quote for our cell phone bill as well. So we're able to put more money back into our pockets and be able to share this lifestyle membership with other people as well, to be able to impact lives. So I'm so thankful for this, and thank you, Luther and Sharon, for allowing me to share, and congratulations to all of you for your launch. And yeah, so
thank you.
I'm just so excited. Back to you, Bunmi.
Thank you so much, Daytria. Appreciate you sharing. And let's see, Sharon, who else is out there? I don't see Brian's name on here. Anybody else have a quick testimony of savings that you can unmute and share so our guests can see how we're putting money back in our pockets? Anybody else out there? Unmute. Let me see. Let me go through. Sharon?
Well, Tony's actually at a place where he can't share. He wanted to share, but he can't. I didn't hear from Brian, but I want you to tell him about the legacy, the part, how you can pass this on to your family.
Okay. Oh, yes, that's really important. Guys, when you get to 2-star director, that's just with the 25 and 25, the business is willable. And we have people who literally have passed when they were like 2-star or 3-star director, and in their transition, being on the other side, they have ranked up. And so that money is still going to their family or to their grandkids or whomever. And it's just a beautiful thing. So the money doesn't stop when you stop. The money can keep on going. I love that about this business model. Well, let me share. So if there's nobody else who wants to unmute, guys, when I first joined in November was my first month. First time I really used the membership was in December. I saved $140 on taking my family to the movie for Christmas. Got a really good rate at the Hilton Hotel. I told you all already, I did an all inclusive trip for two to the DR. It was amazing. And a couple weeks ago, I went to the mall and I was smelling perfume. Coach Dreams was $118. I said, wait, let me go in my back office and see how much it is. In my back office, it was only $43. Same 3 ounce bottle, Coach same Coach Dreams perfume, guys. Save, what was that, like 50 some dollars on that. So again, saving on every way that you do life. And Tracy, guys, from Australia. Tracy, unmute. Because guys, remember we said this is not just a US thing. We're doing business in over 70 countries. And so my friend Tracy saw this business model. She said, okay, Bunmi, I've been in the crypto space, but I love this. I love this lifestyle membership. And I want to use my incentive trip that I got just for joining. So Tracy, tell us about that.
Okay, when I first joined, we don't get all those lovely bonuses that you get in the Plum benefits, but I still don't care because I absolutely love this. So as soon as I joined, I went and had I was like a little squirrel running through the back office there, and I noticed straight away we had this incentive trip, and I got straight onto it. Unfortunately, I didn't have a passport at the time to go international, but we needed to go to the Gold Coast, which is basically north of Australia, and I booked it through the incentive trip. I went through, booked it. All I had to pay for was the taxes on the actual motel. I went away for 4 days and 3 nights at what we would class as a very expensive motel in the Gold Coast. And when I looked at the savings, it was over $650. And that's Australian dollars. And so I had already got back my membership. I got my 3 people really fast because they could see the actual benefits of this. And like I said, we're not having all those beautiful shopping benefits that you guys have got over there. But the incentive trip, please go in and have a look. It's a beautiful gift from Trevorium, and Trevorium is absolutely welcoming you into this platform. So I hope you all have a wonderful time in here. And we are looking forward to welcoming you all in. And back to you, Bunmi.
Tracy, thank you so much. Guys, let me tell you, Tracy is a woman of vision because she said, I'm going to open up Australia. So it is a country where we can do business, but it hadn't made it there yet to where there's a bunch of people. And Tracy said, I'm going to be the one. And so she found her 3, and now they're sharing, and I can see I've got the vision. I can see thousands and thousands of people in Australia who are part of Trevorium, all because Tracy said yes. And so, guys, with that, I am going to bring, I think, Sharon back up. And guess, this is what I want you to do. The person who invited you here, they appreciate you coming on, but they'll appreciate even more you sharing your decision with them. You're going to be a 1, a 2, or 3. Now, for some reason, we give these instructions and people feel funny sometimes, texting this number, but it's okay. Text the number 1 to the person who invited you. If you're like, oh, no, I don't need to save any money. I got plenty of money. I don't mind just paying out of the pocket for trips and, it's just not for me. Then you would be a 1. We don't ever have 1s. A 2 would be someone who says, I'm not sure about the business, but man, I'd love to save money and get that platinum membership for $269. I at least want the memberships I can save on every way I do life. I see 3s in the chat. So you're a 2 if you want to be a customer. A 3 is a person who says, Person like me and Sharon and people like Daytria and Cecil, like, no, I want it all. I'm a number 3. Yes, I love the travel. Yes, I love the savings, but I want multiple streams of income. I want that daily pay. I want to be a part of this team. I'm dreaming again. I'm changing my family's life. I'm going for it. I'm getting it up one more time. All right, y'all, let's go. Let's do it. Let's get to the top. Let's go across that stage. Let's get the ring. Let's get the bonuses. Let's get the commas with all those zeros afterwards. So if that is you, you are a 3, and we're here to say welcome to our dynamic team. So with that, Sharon, I'm going to turn it back to you because you and your team have had a phenomenal launch, and we know this is the first, but it's not the last because you've got a couple more coming up, which is going to help those people who say yes tonight to launch off their business. So over to you, Sharon.
Thank you so much, Bunmi. That was excellent, excellent, excellent. Guys, we love this business. We love what it's done for us, what it's going to do for us, and we share because we care. You know, we see what's going on in this country and the economy, and we just don't want people to end up, especially people on Social Security or fixed incomes, to just end up, you know, in a bad place. So I just urge you to really consider. My testimony, real quick, is I had gotten a call from a cruise agency yesterday, the day before yesterday, and they were trying to sell me on a cruise it was to Alaska, sorry. And he quoted me a price of $5,000, and I told him, I said, let me get back to you. Went in our back office. Our cruise was $1,200 less for the same cruise line, same ship, same everything. And I've done so many comparisons. When I first joined, I usually really do my research in advance, but when I first joined and got access to the back office, I compared to so many Expedia, so many other different, like she said, it's really only 2. And I found out that we always offer the best price. And if we don't, if we find a price is cheaper from our booking engines, you just let the company know, and they will not only meet that, but they'll also give you additional travel points, because you get travel points when you book on our site as well. So we are going to do another launch next week for those of us who have people who are on who want to come back and listen again, or you join us in this great business and you want to invite your people out so that you can get your 3 right away, like Bunmi did. And I thank God I was able to get my 3 within the first month. So God really blessed. And they're all excited and really happy about what's going on. So we just invite you to make sure, like Bunmi said, to text or email or message the person who invited you with the number 1, 2, or 3. And we'll get back to you. We'll take care of you. You will love this team. We take care of one another. We look out for one another, and we help each other to achieve whatever our specific goals are. Your goals may be different than someone else. So whatever your goal is, we're willing to help you achieve that goal. All right. So on behalf of all of our team, Preston, Cecil, Laurie, Tony T, and my husband Luther, we thank you for taking the time out to participate in our launch party, and we just pray we'll all be blessed, and we'll hear from you soon. All right, take care, and God bless.
Thank you. Awesome
All right, good
call.
night,
Awesome
everybody.
call.
Welcome to the team.
Thank you,
Everybody
everybody,
unmute, say
for
good
Thank
night.
you.
Good
Yes,
night, guys.
welcome,
Welcome
guys,
to
for
the
those
Get
who join
fired up.
us.
team.
If you get
Good
sitting
Welcome.
night.
around, don't
Welcome
get our
to the
team calling.
Love you
team.
See ya.
guys.
See you
Thank you.
Take
guys.
God
care.
bless
Family,
you.
Call.
thanks for
Have a
Thank you
coming,
for
beautiful
y'all.
night.
coming.
Get on board. Get
See you
Congratulations.
on
next
board.
Sunday.
Get on
Yes.
board.